Hey everybody. The first thing you guys are probably gonna notice is that I hacked my hair off because Florida is bad enough with heat, but like when you're pregnant, it's just awful. And my hair was just a nap, and it had to go. So I cut it off. um, so I forgot to mention when my wax try-in appointment was gonna be. It was supposed to be next Tuesday, but I got a call this morning from the lady at the office telling me that they had the upper plate, well, whatever, wax try-in. It was ready, so I went over there and I tried it on, and it looked really good. It really looked good. Like, I was really impressed. The teeth looked really natural. The gums looked natural. Like, everything looked really good. I only had a couple issues with it. If you look at my teeth, how they're set right now, the front teeth come down slightly more than slightly, yeah, that threw me off, I'm sorry. They come down slightly more than these, so they're not just completely straight across. So I like that because it resembles my natural teeth a lot, even though my natural teeth came down even more. I don't even know if I'm explaining this right, so maybe if there's any dentists watching this, maybe you could convey what I'm trying to say, but I don't know if it's that these teeth come down or if these teeth. Wait, something's not working out right. These. Okay, I can't do this. The camera's backwards. I can't do that. Or if the ones on the side are set up a little bit more. I don't know. But that is closer to my natural appearance. So that's what I requested for this new set. I don't want straight across teeth because it just doesn't fit my face. Some people look really good with that. It's just not natural for me. So I want my permanent set to come down even more than this. I don't know how everybody feels about that, but that's what I want. And then my midline was off. It's not off right now in these, but in the wax try-ins, I think it was over this way a little bit more than it should be. But other than that, that was my only issues I had with them. So I was so excited because I'm not gonna lie, like after my experience with affordable dentures, I was really nervous. I was so nervous, like, because I just want a nice set of teeth. And I understand the complications involved in getting it just right. I mean, there's so many things that come into play. And after seeing this set today, I really, truly believe that my dentist has a good ability at making nice looking dentures, because, like I said before, he sees me. Like, he can see me and my face and how everything is, and then he takes that image with him and he goes and he starts to create. So when I first put them in, before I even saw them myself, he said, I like them, they look good, but they're a little too prominent. I don't know, tell me what you think. And I like that, I like that feedback. I don't want to be told, oh yeah, they look fantastic, go on, let's get this process started. Like, I like to hear that input. It just makes me feel a lot more comfortable. So I go in next Tuesday. Oh yeah, and that was another thing. I didn't have the bottom ones done, so it was really hard to get a good idea of how they're going to look overall as a finished product. So, but I'm glad I did that because at least I did see what changes I wanted made with the top ones. So when I go in Tuesday, hopefully those changes will be there. And they asked that I send them a picture of what I looked like before dentures. And I would have to dig and dig and dig because honestly, even in my teen years, I didn't really smile. I mean, I know I have a few pictures somewhere, but even the pictures that I have, I don't think they're close up. So I sent them a couple pictures of celebrities. Now don't laugh at me, okay? Because like it's the best I could do to explain what I was talking about with the front teeth. I sent them a couple pictures, one of Megan Fox and one of Kate Hudson, because their teeth are really similar to how my teeth were before they got all jacked up. Like I said, if you go and you look at Kate Hudson's teeth or Megan Fox's teeth, you'll see the slight variation in length, and I really want that. So I hope he can do that for me, and I'm really excited about Tuesday. The shade, I really was pleased with the shade. They were like, I held them up to mine, and they're like a couple shades whiter than this. In my mind, I pictured them being whiter than they are, but when I saw myself actually with them in my mouth, and I compared them to my previous try-ins at Affordable Dentures, because they did have the shade that I wanted, that I thought I wanted. When I compared the two, I felt like the more natural shade of white would suit me a lot better. Just my personal opinion on that. So, what else? I don't know if there's anything else to say about... Oh, yeah, another thing, and then I didn't... Yeah. Okay, I mentioned with Affordable Dentures that the wax try-ins were just falling out of my mouth. I could not talk. I couldn't open my mouth at all. It was just like not happening. I really believe that the experience I had today is how it should be when you go for a wax try-in. They're going to be loose and they're going to be bulky, but they shouldn't be so loose and so bulky that you have problems keeping them in place, or that you can't talk with them in. You know, you might talk a little funny, but if the minute that you open your mouth, they're like falling out, like how can you get an accurate idea of what they're going to look like? Because for me at Affordable Dentures, like they are like shifting over, and it's like I can't even keep them in place to see myself smile with them. I mean, you guys saw the pictures. They were awful. So, yeah. Today's experience was so promising. I'm just so excited. And I really feel like my dentist really, truly wants to give me a nice set of dentures. Like a nice, good-looking set of dentures. So that's that. That surprise that I mentioned... I'm not going to do it right now because I don't think the timing is right, but I will say that I did get my before pictures from my dentist, and when I get my permanent set, when they are mine, when they belong to me and they're in my mouth at home, then I'm going to do a video showing everybody what my teeth looked like before. And that's all I'm going to say right now. Like, I'm so tempted to go into further detail about it because it's a really big deal, but I'm not. I'm just going to save it for the video because a lot of people have always wondered what they looked like, you know, and now I finally feel okay with sharing that with everybody because I really feel like it would help. I really do. So, not doing that right now, but as soon as I get my permanent set that I'm satisfied with, then I will show the difference between my natural teeth, my immediate set, and my permanent dentures. So that's that. Then I'm just going to go ahead and just say my website or blog or whatever is iweardentures.com. Simple enough. I mean, I really looked up with that address, huh? I haven't shared it yet because, like, I'm not going to lie, I'm a big perfectionist. And if I feel like something isn't perfect, I think I just broke my chair. If I feel like something's not perfect, then I just don't want anybody else to see it. And I'll just sit there and I'll obsess over it and just never get around to it. I mean, you guys remember like over a year ago me saying that I was working on a website and it was never good enough. And so I just didn't share it with anybody and I started over. It's just ridiculous. So like I'm over it. My cousin is going to help me fine-tune things on it, but what I've got up there so far is all me, you know, whatever. I'm not a web designer by any means whatsoever, but I do have a bit of information up there. I've still got a long ways to go. Like, there's not a lot of content on there at all. But I would like, some feedback, and I would like to give people an opportunity to see a different format, like a blog. Like, I love blogs. I love reading, whatever, and it's just easier to share pictures and to exchange like comments and stuff like that on a blog. Also, it's up on the blog, so when you go there you'll see it, but I'll just announce it here. Part of my blog, I have a section to where people can fill out a form so that they can share their story, and I can put it up on my blog, because I feel like that is like a really critical thing to have. Like, and I'm not trying to detract from what's already out there. Like I've already said like so many times, Dentures A New Smile is the website to go to for resources, for help. I mean, it helped me tremendously. It continues to be a huge resource for people. I highly recommend that site. So this is in no way, shape, or form of the complexity of that website. So don't go expecting anything like that, because I think that Pam's doing a really good job with that over there, and I couldn't compete with that. But I would like on my blog to share other people's stories, because I feel like getting those different perspectives on things is really critical to helping people. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, whatever. The form is in the navigation bar, and it says share your story, and you can just click on that and it'll take you to a form, and you can honestly fill out as much or as little information as you want. There's an option to upload a picture. If you don't want to share a picture, you don't have to share a picture. Once you hit submit on that form, it goes straight to my inbox, and I am the only one who sees it. I've got 2 stories up there so far, Sarah's story and Rosa's story, so you can kind of look at those and get an idea of what you might share if you decide that that's something that you would want to participate in. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't get passed around to anybody. It's completely at my discretion, and you could, if you want to add additional information in it to tell me, don't put XYZ up there, then I would be cool with that. But I think that that's a good thing to have on my website, because I don't want it to just be all my stuff, because like you all already know. But my story is up there also in 4 parts, and that's not even the extent of it. That's just what I could manage to come up with at the moment. But anyways, you guys can check that out. There's also a contact form if you want to contact me there. And like I said, like I'm the only one that gets this information. Like, so email address or whatever else, it's not going to anybody else. I'm not just going to broadcast everything without, your explicit permission for that. So that's it. And I always welcome feedback. If there's anything else that you would like to share with me or suggest or whatever, then I'm always open to that. And I did get a suggestion to take a take video at my appointment, at my dentist appointment, and I couldn't today because I thought that my phone was charged, but it was not, and so I couldn't do that. But when I go in Tuesday, I'll probably get a few clips here and there to show kind of what it's like going for a wax try-in. That's a really good idea. I've rambled, and I didn't want this video to be that long. So Tuesday is the wax try-ins, so check back Tuesday and I should have more information. And also just, be on the lookout when I get my permanent set. We're going to do before and afters, and I'm kind of nervous, but at the same time I feel like it's time to be liberated, and that's what I'm going to do. So you guys take care.